Hello everybody and welcome to Stone Mountain, Georgia. We are here at alternate right turn Speedway. It is a fantastic day. It is a fantastic day for some auto racing, for a hashtag goddamn auto race. Make sure to spread the word that you're watching the Diddler Cup on all your social media machines as we get these mighty machines revved up for 61 laps on a super speedway that's going just under 3 miles long in distance.
Drivers, to your car.
There you hear it. A lot of people kind of getting a little late start today. You know, it's a bit of a confusing track today. My name is Chip Chapman, of course. I'm joined, as always, by my color commentator, Lightning Lord Shivers. Lord, we got a good one today.
Hello and howdy, y'all. Yes, that's right. Going to be some super speedway racing, and the thing is, it's going to be, well, the name of the track kind of gives it away. It's the alternate right turn speedway. As it turns out, there are fine people on both left and right corners. So that's why we're doing this all in reverse.
Yeah, we are taking right turns today. It is not something anybody is used to. These drivers,
switch hitter.
Or maybe they do. We got Beaumont James here as well.
Just like
Beaumont.
Larry Wayne. Just like Larry Wayne Jones.
So we are
I gotta tell you what, a lot of these cars today, gentlemen, they had to get their chassis refitted and their steering wheels. They're also used to making them left turns there. You gotta make sure that you're able to do the right turns. They've been doing a lot of modification to these cars here today. Make sure they're able to make the right turns.
And that voice you're hearing is Beaumont Jenkins, of course, joining us as a third man in the booth. We got a busy day. 61 laps, 3 miles long, a super speedway where they're taking right turns. And Lord, I mean, you know, they're only used to doing that in like a race and a road course, and the situation's a little different. I mean, we're going to be expecting to see, this is going to be hell on the pit crews, too. I mean, they're going to have to basically force the other side of the cars to be the ones that race pretty well.
No. See, that's the thing. There's still going to be some fundamentals here that carry over, regardless of which turns they're making. At the end of the day, it's all about working with the right people. It's all about getting the right momentum. It's all about momentum, and it's all about speed, pure, unadulterated, badass American hot rod V8 powered carbureted speed, baby.
See, Lightning, I got to disagree with you there. If you ever try to make a left turn in a busy intersection, you're going to be there for a while. A lot of these people here are going to be making left turns, like they usually make the left turns there, but if you're making a left turn in the pits in the crowded area, trying to find parking, trying to find your spot there, I got to tell you, that is going to be damn near impossible. You're going to be
and that pertains to the pit row as well. You see how tight those pit lanes are. There is no room for error, which means that we are hopefully going to see a lot of errors at pit road. 61 laps. Just under 3 miles, little over 180 miles of pure racing today. Means we're gonna see some visits to the pits, no doubt about that. But of course, we talk about momentum. It is Giacomo momentum today. Giacomo, his second pole of the season, and he sits on the inside, which I think we should probably talk about that for a second. Giacomo looking pretty good. Yet to win a race.
He's got a hot rod. He's got a hot rod in these time trials. I think he's got to be a strong favorite to put it together for the victory today.
And he's been a bit all over the place this season so far, but he's had some decent performances. He's looked all right. He finished 10th place last week. At that bat car race, and of course,
my God, man, we should put a bat in everybody's car in every race.
We really should, and he's.
I don't think we should bring that necromancer fella back then, but we'll be all right.
That's a terrible idea. I think I will have to agree with that. He has actually his two worst performances this season have actually been the times that he's led laps on the actual streets of South Tucson. And, of course, at the Richard Petty Driving Experience. There we go.
I got to say, that's with Giacomo and that $25 Parts Unknown Auto Parts gift card there. He's got some Giacomo momentum going on here today.
He sure does. And you can see on the outside of row one, that is Vitaly Kriptov in the number 1 Gray Bits car. sharing the first row. I think that's now a good time to tell us all about our starting grid. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how these 32 drivers all lined up for us here. It is the Dyslexia Cares 005. This is your starting grid. You know about it. On the pole is Giacomo in that number 4 Kiss Ford Pinto with Vitalik Kriptoff in the number 1 Gray Bits Dodge on the outside. Row 2, Stumpy Lane in the number 9 Gumbo's car for DWI with El Matador Toto Rosanna. Heck of a qualifying effort for El Matador Toto Rosanna, that number 75 Pontiac. Joe John Winchester, number 47 Just Guns Ford, and Kevin Boner Pillman. They're on row 3. Jeff Shanice, an independent driver in the number 38 Jeff's Chinese car, and Mr. Naga's most glorious driver in that Toyota Yaris on row 4. 542 Norman and Cobb Salad are on row 5. They are a couple of rookies. Great qualifying efforts from both of them. Cobb Salad, of course, already won a race. Dirk Tanaka in the Slap Mark car, and Ricky Walton, that's last week's winner. They are on row 6. Reverend Pastor Chavez and Paul Alcohol, a pair of winners so far. They are on row 7 in the 33 and 35. Ennio Sparini in the number 28 Wall-to-Wall Salve car, and Richard Blood in that 51. In row 9, it is Bucket Dushine, the rookie in the Taco Baco number 55 car, and Big Daddy Thibodeau in that 62 Sinead Dodge Stratus. Jim Blossoms drives the Plasma Train 41 on row 11 with Smiley Van Vuren in the number 11, the former rider Jim Blossoms. Interesting to see how that turns out. Woo Bob Bala, there he is in that 103 Hugger Oranges car, along with Paul Walker. Agent Toby Keith and another rookie, Petrol Topoff, in the 27 and the number 90 cars, respectively. On row 13, it's Jeff Gordon, the horse, and Jean-Paul Henry. Not a great qualifying effort for the defending series champion or the horse. Row 14, Nikolai, the Soviet driving bear, going to be breathing down that horse's neck, along with Bowie Jessom in that number 22 HCL car. On row 15, it's a couple of guys from Adjective Foods, Fat Darrell and Harry Gunt in the All the Ham and So Much Chicken cars. And in the back, it's Morris Mayfield in that number 69 car.
Nice!
Along with Doug Pork in the Good Gravy Pontiac Bonneville. That is your starting grid. And one of the things to notice, gentlemen, all the Adjective Food drivers at the back of the field, you know, the final 2 rows are all 3 of them, Pork, Gunt, and Fat Darrell.
It looks like it was a first trip to the buffet table. Now they're coming back for seconds. It's just they got there when all the kids and the Little League team came in there, so they're going to be waiting a while back in line there. They're skipping the salad, going straight to the meat.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of girth in the rear.
Hold up now. Seconds, that's quicker talk. For these boys, it's all about forts and fits and maybe even sits.
Well, I think that maybe that had something to do with the with that qualifying effort. I mean, we're gonna have to watch the back of the field. Now, Latin and Lloyd, here's the thing: we're talking a super speedway here. We're talking long straightaways and pure, unadulterated, unsafe speeds. Is getting in the back of the back of the field maybe the place to be, better than the middle of the field where the big one could happen?
Oh, that's right. It's wonderful. All right, just ate my sandwich here, folks. Tell you what, that's fried grilled cheese with mustard, fried in mustard. Boys, tell you what, sometimes it's advantageous to hang back there, but sometimes it's just better to be up front and ahead of all the mess.
No doubt about that.
And you're just wondering how they have an ironing board set up over the pit stands there for the Adjective Foods team. They got an ironing board on there with like macaroni salad and potato salad, and I gotta tell you, that's on a time limit today, kids. You gotta start eating that thing before it starts going bad on you. It
is absolutely a veritable smorgasbord in the pits for the Adjective Foods team. They are gonna be pumping in all sorts of calories into their drivers.
Oh man, veritable smorgasbord, man. That was one of my favorite Grand Prix drivers when I was coming wake up. Rest in peace. Lord, he didn't deserve to burn alive like that over there in Dijon Plenois, but God bless him.
Yeah, veritable smorgasbord, no doubt about it. And there is, of course, that is the memorial veritable smorgasbord of food that they have at Alternate Right Turn Speedway here at Stone Mountain, Georgia. I think we're getting pretty close to starting this race, so I think we finally have to go and thank the Lord. So, Absolutely. So everybody, please bow your heads as we thank, as we show our thanks here. Lord, we ask you to bless all the people who are here tonight, and these drivers who have guys,
Yeah.
do we gotta wait for an amen or something? Or
Hey, Jesus!
Okay, I think we're good. I mean,
Praise the Lord.
he's okay. Somebody drag him off the track. Who had the 105-year-old pastor do this? I don't care what clan he was a part of. I don't care. You don't put a 100-year-old man on the racetrack.
Just say play ball and get on with it.
Oh my God. Okay, well we're gonna go ahead and get the I didn't even check my notes for his name. Grand Wizard. That's probably the wrong name. Anyway, we're gonna get him off the track and go ahead and let's go ahead, and they're dragging him off there. Light and Lord, I think it is pretty soon going to be time as we they are just going ahead. He keeled over. We'll just go ahead and if there's a wreck, we'll just throw him in the old ambulance when they have to take the mandatory ride as well. I think it is time for a goddamn auto race. I think we're ready to give
That's fine.
those pretty darn close, but not quite. Not quite. I'm sorry. I just saw Amen just died. There you go. There's our Amen. So let's go ahead and give those not quite famous words in motorsports and get this thing started.
That's right. I have let's see here. It looks like we have this coming from local social influencer. His name is Jordan Cernovich. Jordan, give those words. Drivers, why can't we say that other word? Come on.
That makes me feel a little uncomfortable, but there we go. Well, it did not make any of our drivers feel uncomfortable. They started them up, and they are heading out to that course, and let's get a good look at it right now. We're seeing a lot of nice straightails, and we are seeing the right turns.
Man, I tell you what, this is going to be some, oh my goodness, what a track this is.
Beautiful racetrack.
This is a former repurposed go-kart track, which they connected two different tracks together. It's impressive.
It really is. It's a beautiful thing to behold. We can see there's a nice shot right there of all the cars as they move forward. Look at that beautiful outside landscape.
And they filled it in the swimming pool because someone fell out of the bumper boats one time and got chopped up as a bad injury one time.
Oh shit, look there. There's the 16th hole. There's the 16th hole in the mini golf course.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful they turned something so fun into such a place that breeds such hatred. It's just an amazing thing as we are seeing the pace car leading these boys around. And the right turns, this for some of them, they are making a little bit of they're getting a little bit of they're figuring out their adjustments here. And we're going to keep an eye on what's happening now. Pace car bringing them around. Getting their bearings here. You're seeing a lot of long straightaways, a lot of very wide straightaways. There's going to be a lot of 3 and 4 wide racing.
It's a low bank on it too. That's going to be interesting too.
So there you have it.
And also, man.
Pace car is off. Pace car is off. Giacomo gonna lead him to the green flag.
Wreck now.
So everybody reach over, strap something on, and let's go. Diddler, this is a goddamn auto race. And already El Matador Toto Rosanna takes the low line. He's gonna try to hold that line and challenge going 3 wide. As they are spread out as anything, going 4 wide down this first straightaway.
I love this shit.
This is already getting to be a potential for some havoc. And it looks like it's Kryptov It's Kryptoff, Giacomo, and El Matador Toto Rosanna fighting for that first lap and those 5 bonus points as we see him coming around the turn. 61 laps on this race. Look how close they're getting. Look how close Toto Rosanna and Vitaly Kryptoff are getting as they look to clear
Almost
the
4
line.
with Mr. Naga's driver.
He is watching on that, what is now the inside track. It's going to take a little bit of time for us to get used to. And Kryptoff takes the first 5 points.
There's so much grip around here. Holy shit balls.
And that is going to be quite the adventure as you see that big old pack of cars all the way down to Alvaham, the number 81 car.
All the ham.
And it looks like we've got, that is at the back of the field of that big pack, and it looks like there might be a couple of cars kind of behind them. No, I think that is that's everybody all together. Okay. I was kind of wondering, look at that speed they are pulling up, by the way.
I'll tell you what, the way these boys are racing already, we are not going to get through 61 laps without a wreck.
I hope you're right. Oh, there it is! Oh, Jesus Christ! Caution's out! Caution's out! Caution's out! Vitaly Kryptoff! Vitaly Kryptoff holding through! Jesus fucking Christ! Jesus fucking Christ! Giacomo's in it!
Oh, good God almighty.
And the pace car's coming out. Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver led that one. Somebody please jot down lap number 3 as the caution has come out.
Rest in peace, Dale. You're not really dead. You're just fighting the damn communists out there in your own one-man army.
Do we have a pace car coming out? What is...
God, that was amazing.
Praise Dale.
We're going to have to go ahead and check that out. Cobb Salad is going to... Cobb Salad, Petrol Top-Off is going to lead this lap.
There goes Lee Corso.
And Corso's just hanging out.
Just got chalked off.
I don't know if caution speed is the same as regular speed. I think they're just trying to get behind the pace car at this point as they are sliding in. Yep, single file at this point. They are starting to get ahead.
They're checking up. Somebody is, oh my goodness, I'm surprised they remembered how to hit the brakes.
Well, that's a good thing to see at this point as we are seeing the single file start, the single file restart. And I wasn't ready to get...
You have to admit for Giacomo, that Giacomo momentum is no more.
No, he went Giacomo-vin over the wall. That didn't work at all. I tried. And we are seeing...
Yes, there are brakes in the cars. Actually, it's much more effective if you just drop the clutch, throw it down from 4th into 1st. Yeah, it's gonna kill the engine instantaneously, but it's there. It is an option. It's a viable option.
Looking at our looks, looks like in that wreck was Vitaly Kryptoff, Giacomo, and Dirk Tanaka. We'll keep an eye to see if they were in that, if they were coming back out here. But it looks like Reverend Pastor Chavez has been in the pits before that. Look at a bunch of cars in the pits right now. Pace car leading them around. Caution is out, boys. That is
that's a row 6.
That's a murderer's row.
That is a murderer's row.
6 less people that Woo Bob Hollis. That's now 6 more people that Woo Bob Hollis beat today.
And he is sitting in 12th place. I don't know about you. We got there's a highlight that if you're watching over at home, you'll hopefully find a way to find it, and you can see it. I'd like to thank apparently Neighborly Shaking Came. I praise it. Which I just love that phrase. I know it's kind of a random thing, but Neighborly Shaking Came. I praise it. That's going to be our prayer next week.
That's wonderful. By the way, it ain't a jinx if you're expecting it from the get-go.
No doubt about that. Now, gentlemen, this is going to be interesting. It's a very early caution. I don't know if pit road is going to... Looks like we got Kevin Boner-Pillman and El Matador Toto Rosanna in the pits. I don't know about that, unless they just felt that maybe they got enough, maybe they got into it enough that they needed to visit it. I mean, El Matador Toto Rosanna was right there anyway, so maybe that's what happened.
My worry is with the speeds that they have and the distance they have to cover. I don't think 56 laps is going to be a lot to ask these boys to do on one tank of fuel.
Yeah, we're still gonna see. Yeah, we're still gonna see some green flag stop. We're gonna see another stop during the race, whether it be a green flag stop or another caution. This is a little early to make. There must have been something. I think Kevin Boner-Pillman, he was at the front of the race too. I think maybe they just got a little bit of damage, but not enough to pull them completely off the track. So we'll have to go ahead and see. In fact, let's go ahead and visit pit road and see what is going on with Kevin Boner-Pillman.
It looks like this race is starting to go flaccid here.
We're gonna go ahead. Let's go ahead and get a good view of that car. There is Kevin Boner-Pillman's number 15. Looks like there's not too much damage on that one.
It's like the slot mark car got in Dirk Tanaka.
Yeah, Dirk Tanaka also was also involved in that wreck. We're not sure what happened. We'll go ahead and check that out later at the now that's the one thing, they're gonna have to try to get that number 15 car back out on the track, because there's nothing really good about a banged up Pen 15 to get that going. But
gotta get some bruising there. It looked like a Skittles bag inside of your dick.
Fair enough. That's they may have to fashion it with a splint, perhaps.
Folks, yeah, the hood is up on the Pen 15, and that's sometimes that's a good sign, sometimes that's a terrible sign, and in this case, it's a terrible sign. The hood is up on the Pen 15.
Definitely a victim of circumcisions.
And yet, it looks like 542 Norman is going to be out of this race, as are the three in that. Wreck.
No, not 542 Norman.
Camshaft issues for 542 Norman, and Tanaka, Giacomo, and Kryptov are out of this race. And they were there's your front line out of this one. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. We'll keep an eye on Kevin Boner-Pillman and El Matador Toto Rosanna. Reverend Pastor Chavez, I believe, is still in the pits working on it. That seemed to be something. He is back on the track. Okay, he is back on the track. That's good to see. He had visited pit road before the wreck even happened, so because he was 2 laps down before the wreck. So we're gonna keep an eye on this right now. Caution still out due to a lap 3 wreck. So that's going to be very interesting with Petrol Topoff, who is, again, the most points in the cup right now. You're absolutely right about that. Again, the way this works, you get a win, you qualify for the playoffs, and then we take the highest. Yep, that's going to be the end of Kevin Boner-Pillman and El Matador Toto Rosanna's day as well. They must have gotten caught up in that wreck, as did Tanaka and Giacomo and Kryptov. So we are down to 25 cars on this caution.
Now, wonderful thing here. We got 3 rookies up all there in the front, including Cobb Salad. Yeah.
There's Reverend Pastor Chavez. I forgot he was still in it. He was just lapped down, so he is, of course, the double file restart because he is a lap down. As we are watching, the pace car is about to come off. You can see
for Lee Course's own benefit here.
Let's hope he remembers how to
get
get
for his own personal safety. Yes. All right. Let's.
Yeah, that is the number 33 Yes car by driven by Reverend Pastor Chavez. He was down 2 laps. He's already got a win this year. He was a lap down, so that's why he gets to be on the outside of this double file restart. And yes, of course, we'd like to thank our sponsor. Yes, please do.
Yes, Race Restart brought to you by Restart, the male reusable adult diaper. Restart your bowels by using the official adult diaper of the Diddler Cup Racing Series. Restart, reusable adult diapers.
7.
More pop in your stump.
More pool in your stool.
More flop in your plop.
More Tim Couch in your Browns going to the Super Bowl. I think we just broke Chip Chapman there for a second there, folks. Let's go restart this goddamn
More pieces in your feces.
More get for your shit.
More getting your shit. And the pace car is off.
More cover in your bummer.
Pace car is off. We're going to go ahead and go green flag racing at the start of lap 8.
More sugar in your iced tea, which you're making instead of lemonade.
And look at this already. We're seeing them get wide right as the green flag waves. Too wide as we start. And petrol top off in that number 90 Dodge Stratus, sponsored by Dimitri's Russian Roulette laser tag. He's going to take him to the start finish line on lap 8 of this 61 lap race, where we are already down to 26 cars in this field, and they are tight. They are, you can see, I think that wreck might have spooked them a little bit, y'all, because they're just warming up.
Okay,
getting up to speed.
Yeah, I think they'll be back to the point where they're going to start driving like idiots.
You got to remember, these boys are dumb as hell. And look at that speed they are coming around on. You're right, 119 miles an hour. They can get much faster on that, at least by 1.5 times that. So I think they're still just getting up to speed. 125 miles an hour on that first one.
And look, see, here's the thing. We got all the main grandstands on the inside of the corners.
That sounds dangerous as shit. I'm not gonna lie.
See, that's the thing. It's actually a little less dangerous. I mean, you got catch fencing on both sides here, but in case one of them hits the outside catch fencing, it's not a problem. Although we do got a lot of folks.
They are like the turns. They are standing up right up against the fence. I don't know why they are doing that.
And folks, for the first time in the history of Stone Mountain, Georgia, Cobb Salmon is the choice at the front of the pack.
It's only going to be for a lap right now. I think he may have. I don't remember if he led during the caution, but he's got those. And here is Richard Blood. Bad qualifying effort.
The head.
A rush of Richard Blood to the front of this pack. He's going to lead a lap. And take him as the speed is just climbing up. 130 miles an hour. After the first lap after the restart was only 115. So you are absolutely right, Lloyd. They are just gaining speed. Ennio Sperini trying to keep pace. He is falling off the back there. As we are seeing these cars, and Jean-Paul Henry, there is our defending series champ, looking to make a move. Let's keep an eye on what he is doing. He is keeping very close. He has got a good run on that straightaway.
Doug Pork making a move here is going the last to first method, made famous by Woo-Ba-La-La.
Woo-Ba-La-La is in that same line. He's 3 cars behind Henry right now. He's taking a good draft off a stumpy lane. And that Gumboos car, we'll see how they make it to their line. It is Jean-Paul Henry leading a lap and getting those 5 points.
And a Dixie Wimmer 1-2 right now.
That is a Dixie Wimmer 1-2. Richard Blood maybe kind of gave the lead to JP Henry to get those points, and those 5 valuable points. I mean, when it comes down to racing and qualifying for the playoffs, then of course, you know, they're going to race. But I mean, when it comes to leading the lap and getting 5 points, they're going to help each other, I think, at this point.
Stumpy Lane pulls to the inside.
Stumpy Lane, we're going to keep an eye on that Slapmark car. That Gumboos car.
Yeah, I think we got all 3 DWI cars up near the front.
Oh, another crash! Reverend Pastor Chavez is in it. Caution is out.
What?
Oh my God.
Lap 11. I think the caution's coming out. We haven't seen it yet.
Oh man,
that is not good.
Oh man,
I don't know if the caution has not come out yet. I don't know. They might want to call the caution. Does anybody know that there is a car overturned? Maybe not a caution? Someone write down lap 11, please. That's when that shit happened.
I do want to let you know that there is a car that is smoking and upside down and completely torn apart. Jesus, take the wheel. That was not a smart strategy.
How do we not have? How is the caution not come out yet? Lee Corso, where the hell is Lee Corso in the pace car? God damn it, Lee! God damn it, Lee!
Lee Corso, stop trying to rub one out. Pull your damn pants on.
They are just gaining speed. Well, thankfully, Reverend Pastor Chavez has gotten that car off the course and in the pits. His day is probably over. He was lagging at the back of the field to begin with, so.
Yep, Jay just did a whole teleport, and thank goodness, Mario, you did it again. You saved us. He is off the track. Oh my goodness, what a hell of a hit though for Pastor Chavez.
And this is gonna be This is going to be very interesting because we are seeing the third of 3 DWI cars. Oh, maybe not. Maybe Doug Pork. Can Doug Pork get the inside line and get a run on Stumpy Lane? We'll see. We'll see. It might still be Stumpy. I think it's going to be Stumpy. He's got the number 40 car pushing him to the front of this race. And all three Dixie Wimmer Incorporated cars, the number 9, the number 40, and the 51, all in a line right there, have led a lap, taking 5 points. That is huge, Lloyd.
That is team
Chip, I hereby, for the remainder of this race, I call this one Shit That Corner.
Shit that corner. I'm sure we'll have.
Shit that corner.
And we're seeing, look at that, Doug Pork now at the front of this pack. I don't think he's got, and the closest ally he's got.
Here come Pork, Bradley, come Woo-Bye-Bye!
Woo-Bye-Bye is getting behind Doug Pork. He is right in the middle of things. Fat Daryl, that 81 car, is going to try to get his way to the front and help push his teammate, Doug Pork, the rookie of Adjective Foods, to the front of this race.
But he ain't driving like no damn rookie.
No, not at all. Doug Pork acting like he's been there. No! Coming around, it's Nikolai! Nikolai, the Soviet driving bear, came out of nowhere!
Who was driving?
Bear is driving! How can that be? And Woo-Bye-Bye is going to take the inside line and try to challenge the bear. Woo-Bye-Bye and the bear!
Oh, about this bear! You gotta be like the deer hunter and the bear hunter and the duck hunter!
Oh, man.
Well, Nikolai, the Soviet driving bear in the number 2 Dodge Strata, sponsored by Russian Bears to You, a mail-order bear service, sending bears to your home. But look who it is coming around. You know, you'd think I'd start noticing some landmarks so I can tell when we're getting to the actual start-finish line. There we go. It's pit lane. Of course it is. And leading this line.
I'm laying out for Beaumont here.
Look who is leading this race at lap 16. And he smartly takes the foot off the pedal just a little bit to get behind the All the Ham car. Number 81, Fat Daryl. We're passing around the lead of this race like it's a cheap sorority student.
He wants all the ham.
He does want all the ham. He wants all the 5 points of leading the race. He's got to get there first. He's getting challenged by Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver and Woo-Bye-Bye. And Mr. Naga's Driver's got Boo and Jessup, his teammate, right behind him, giving him a little push. Reverend Pastor Chavez is out of this race, but the 2 drivers for Most Glorious Motorsports still on this track are pushing to the front. It's going to be an interesting come around this bend. It's Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver denying Fat Daryl those points, which you cannot, there's not a lot of things you can deny Fat Daryl when it comes to food, but he was just denied the points as we are 3 wide, we're basically just sticking with 3 wide in this one. 25 cars on the track, 7 have wrecked, 2 wrecks, 1 caution.
Oh my goodness, I saw Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver move way up the line.
Oh, now, Lloyd, for those who may not be familiar, what does that typically mean? If you see a car just shoot up the high line of the track, almost like it's unexpected, what does that usually mean about the car?
Well, if I'll tell you what, if it means if you're like on a short track or like a regular regular speedway oval, it means something's wrong with the car. It means the car's pushing or it's not handling right. But in this case, sometimes you're just trying to move to find the lane that has the energy that's going to give you that big push of speed to stay out there in front.
And that is Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver leading a lap for 5 big points. Paul Walker in the Nihilist Arby's 00 car. And right behind him is the former driver of that ride, Morris Mayfield, in the number 69 car.
Nice.
He is just giving a nice push. Now we're going to maybe see some bump drafting along the way on this one as they go into the turn. They're looking to maneuver this pretty well. 18 laps in, they're starting to get the handle of this track. And it's going to be Morris Mayfield and Paul Walker, the 00 and the 69, who's going to lead the lap. It looks like it's going to be Morris Mayfield in that it's going to be Paul Walker in that 00 Nihilist Arby's car. And, of course, a Ford Pinto. Oh, God, we got something going on. Oh, there is a wreck. Somebody's in a wreck. That's Woo-Bah Bala in a wreck. Oh, no. And the Tucson, Big Daddy Thibodeau.
Is he okay?
Looks like, those Hugger oranges on the hood.
God, you son of a bitch, I'll fucking kill you!
Yeah, look at that hood. That hood got bumped up. I think he just got somebody into him. Caution is out on lap 19.
That car's still driving. He can still win this goddamn auto race.
And it looks like Big Daddy Thibodeau was the one involved in that wreck who was in pit road right now.
Fuck you, you two-seat swinging son of a bitch!
And, caution is out.
You know, me and Beaumont, we agree on a lot of things. I think this one is what we call a hard agree. Like a glass of hard lemonade.
Yeah, it looks like also involved in that was Nikolai the Soviet driving bear. Ricky Walton's in the back there.
Oh, how could that be? Oh, man, Ricky Walton.
Fat Daryl, not sure if there's any damage. And again, we don't know if there's damage to these cars. We know right now that the Big Daddy Thibodeau absolutely was involved in that. Looks like Smiley Van Buren was involved in that as well. Woo-Bah Bala, Paul Alcohol, Nikolai the Soviet driving bear.
Well, since Woo-Bah Bala's out of this race, I'm going to go back to what I was doing before this, looking at porn.
And it looks like Fat Daryl is going to have to get caught up.
Hold on. Give me that magazine. Is that Darlene?
That's Darlene.
Damn.
That's a photograph of Darlene Polaroided over top of the face of that 1980s model right there.
Damn. Damn, they really did a hell of a job touching up that
Last time I
photo.
saw Darlene buck naked over top of a 1980s model was the local car show.
I mean, you can't even
I think
see.
I was at that
Hold on. Let me get a good look at that.
I'm just saying, stickers and decals does count as underwear.
I think I was at that auto show. I think I was doing autographs at that show when I won my second South Tucson Speedway title.
And they are going to pit road. Pit lane is open. I don't think a single car is staying out there. Yeah, nobody is following the pace car. They're saying, fuck it. Green, yellow flag pit stops right now.
Now, see, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. This is about the good time here. You could probably stretch it out just a little bit here. Still got plenty of time. I'm expecting another wreck.
At this point, since everyone's spitting, it's whoever's got the slickest pit crew to get out of there.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Morris Mayfield in the 69 car.
Nice.
Off pit road, just barely making the, just barely beating Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver, who, of course, had his teammate Bua Jessup behind him, so that's going to be good for MGM. But let me get a good look at that magazine. You know, they did a wonderful job at hiding all of her scars.
And all the moles.
And you know what? I think that makes this this makes this photo tastefully done.
It's wonderful. It's like fine art.
It's like side boob, but in a museum.
Exactly about that. Well, Morris Mayfield in the 69 car, they have not crossed the line yet. Ricky Walton, yep, Woo-Bah Bala, Ricky Walton, Nikolai the Soviet driving bear, all out of this race. Unfortunate to hear about that. After running so good, it is the nature of the track. 20 laps in.
We still got 40 laps to go here.
I know. We're going to see who ends up staying on the track at this point. We're down to looking at about, what, 22 drivers, I think, and that's assuming that Big Daddy Thibodeau is going to get back out there. And we saw him in a cloud of smoke. I don't think he's going to be making it.
Oh, man. I tell you what, this race is really taking a toll on him.
Yeah, I think Ricky Walton was involved in that crash that we saw for with Woo-Bah Bala, Nikolai the Soviet driving bear. Fat Daryl was involved in it too, but again, I think he's still in it. Like we're seeing how this is working out. Yeah, he is back in the pack right now. Big Daddy Thibodeau still on pit road, if my understanding. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. Yeah, he is still getting worked on pit road. They are not doing much for him right now. We'll see what ends up happening. Let's keep an eye on the lead of this race. And if they can get Big Daddy Thibodeau back on there, we're going to have 21 cars still in this race. Yeah, that is it. Big Daddy Thibodeau is out of this race.
Good.
That is an accident that took the 60 car, the 103, the number 2, and the 32 car. Reverend Pastor Chavez had an accident on his own. And, of course, 542 Norman had to go out with problems with the car. And, of course, our first accident took out the 15, 75, 99, 4, and the 1 of Vitalik Kriptov. 21 laps in the books, 40 to go. We are seeing, and of course we had some yellow flag pit stops where everyone was visiting pit road. I'd like to thank our official fuel sponsor, because I think now here's the thing, Lloyd. We're gonna get to the sponsor in a second, but 40 laps to go. That full tank of gas might be good enough to go to the finish.
Absolutely. And if you need a tank of gas, it's good to go to wherever you're going. Whether it's outrunning the feds from skipping your third different parole meeting with the parole officer, or whether you're just trying to get out to somewhere far and secluded and try and make sure you're trying to do it in the backside in some county where they don't consider that to be a crime against humanity. Put a little Bapus into your tank. Bapus, Ultimate, the official fuel of the Diddler Racing Series. Bapus.
Bapus.
It's high octane when you're octane high. Bapus. I don't even know what that means. It's just on the page.
Be sure to check out Bapus.com for official cocktail recipes on what you can mix Bapus Ultimate Fuel with.
I want to buy Bapus.com right now. Oh, somebody go daddy that.
While we're on this pace lap, I'm going to look that up just in case.
Yeah, just make sure Bapus is still available.
Oh, go daddy indeed.
Oh, go daddy. Oh, my goodness. Looks like the pace car lights are off. So this is going to be we're going to go green flag racing on this next lap. And a single file. Everybody on the lead lap. We're going to see some. Now, here's the thing. Couple of wrecks already, Lloyd. What are we expecting to see on this restart?
More wrecking.
Okay. I'm down for that.
More auto carnage.
This is an autoerotic fixation right now.
You're damn right it's erotic.
How many M's in Beepus? I mean,
as many.
If we can drive down the cost of the domain name, we'll add some more, we'll take some away. I don't know.
You just can't make it. What if you do it like Beepus, but then you do like the mobile site, so it's like m.mmbeepus.com.
Or beepus.mmm.
Beepus.
Or beepus.
Yeah, just flip. Yeah, because what is a W turned upside down? That's right, it's an M.
Hey, is that Twitter handle available on Beepus?
There should be. Pace car is off. Couldn't get off that track quicker. They're coming around for lap 24. And look at, they're already starting to spread out before even past the start finish line. The 22 is not behind his teammate in the 10, but Morris Mayfield leads the field.
Nice.
21 drivers still on this track.
Nice.
32 started. And he's got a couple of Most Glorious Motorsports cars right on his tail, the 10 and the 22. And again, an independent ride like Morris Mayfield, going to be on his lonesome. Going to be a little tough for him to get going. See if he can maneuver his way and hang on to that lead, or at least stay. At this point, just stay out of danger.
Yeah, of course, with any situation with the 69, it's all about mutual understanding. It's all about, you got to give as much as you receive out here on a track like this.
No doubt about that.
A little bit of give and take.
No doubt about that.
And you got to be capable of running both the top and the bottom. Sometimes you can run in the middle, but then that gets a little bit weird, and sometimes that gets a little bit uncomfortable.
We are seeing the number 10 of Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver leading the lap. That is not the first lap he has led, but we are definitely seeing him moving. And that is,
Hold up, coming around the quarter pole. That's my horse.
There is, the horse has the inside track, and he's got the number 90, Petrol Top Off right behind him. Can't see nothing from that camera angle. Come on, Jetterman.
Damn it, gentlemen.
Keeping an eye on Petrol Top Off, and right behind Petrol Top Off is Jim Blossoms in the 41 Plasma Train car. Here comes the horse. Here comes the horse.
Oh, boy.
He's gonna cross it second, but he's got that inside line. And maybe, look at all those skid marks from the earlier wreck. Holy hell.
That's in shitbed corner over there.
Shitbed corner, I like it.
That's,
and the horse taking the high line.
That ain't all just rubber down there.
No doubt about that. That's why it's brought to you by Reshark. And
the official
he's
adult
giving
dapper of the Diddler Cup Racing Series.
And Jeff Gordon, the horse. Jeff Gordon, the horse, is giving up the inside line. But let's see if he's going to get some push from Mr. Naga's most glorious driver. Petrol Topoff has got the 41, pushing him along. It looks like the speed's going to give it to the horse. Jeff Gordon, the horse, is going to lead a lap here in Stone Mountain. Pulling him around with Mr. Naga's most glorious driver right behind him. Petrol Topoff in second. And there are 18 cars all within a second of each other, including the leader. And it looks like Fat Daryl. What's going on with Fat Daryl right now? He is definitely off the pace. Yeah, he may have to call it a race. I think Fat Daryl got involved in that accident that took out Ricky Walton, Nikolai Wubabala, and Big Dad Thibodeau. So it wouldn't surprise me if this might be the end of Fat Daryl's race. Also, we're seeing Smiley Van Vuren falling off the pace along with Jean-Paul Henry. They can't keep up with the pack.
Yeah, it is very tough to run these cars wide open for this long. Oh my goodness, and Jean-Paul Henry's lost a wee pack too. Damn.
Yeah, well, I guess they could at least use each other to get onto that pack, to get on back onto that to draft and get themselves back into the lead pack. Looking at Paul Alcohol, who's trying to keep up with them too, as Petrol Topoff leads a lap. The number 90, and these Dodge Stratuses, sponsored by part of Matryoshka Inc.
I'll tell you what, I didn't think the locals would warm up here to the Matryoshka Inc. team when we were first looking at this race on the calendar, but I think they're getting a warm reception around here. Yep. It seems like a lot of the fans seem to think they're just good, honest, hard-working people with a brand new race team with a good, hard work ethic. They're not doing anything wrong. They're not interfering in nothing. They're just trying to let it be. And
it's no surprise that the Russian team would have found a home here at Alt-Right Turn Speedway. And look at that! Jim Blossoms, the number 41 plasma train Ford Pinto, is leading a lap here in Stone Mountain. 29 laps in.
The $6 man.
The $6 man is trying to keep it together. He's got the 90 behind him and the horse right behind them. And that high line on those straightaways is starting to look pretty good as he ducks down in front of Doug Pork. And I'm surprised that didn't cause a wreck.
It's
Doug
the
Pork's
high
gonna
line.
file right in between.
They call it the champagne of racing lines.
Well, he is not. Oh, Jim Blossoms is back in the high line again. And Stumpy Lane is going to take advantage of that and race side by side with him. And we're looking at 21 cars. This lead pack of 18 getting 3 and 4 wide. Cobb Salad in the center, in the eye of that hurricane right now. And that is not, and Lloyd, you can tell me from experience, that is not a pleasant place to be when you're in the center of going 3 or 4 wide on a super speedway like that. You're getting moved around from all directions. Oh
yeah. Speaking of movement and uncomfortable directions, oh my goodness, I think that fried grilled cheese sandwich is. Just give me 1 second here.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh God, no.
Oh, that's a.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Look, that's a spittoon. You can't fit that much in there. You can't fit that. It's a spittoon, Lloyd. It's not even a. Well, now it's a vomit bucket. So. Okay. They're there. Jim Blossoms continues to lead here. Petrol Topoff, Stumpy Lane, the challengers, Boo at Jessup, Harrick, Gunt, Jeff Gordon, the horse, Richard Blood, Cobb Salad, Mr. Naga's most glorious driver, and Jeff Shanice. That's your top 10 as we approach the halfway point of this race. Holy hell, we still got 30 more laps to go of this as 18 cars in the lead pack, 3 cars off the back, Smiley Van Vuren and Jean-Paul Henry just trying to stay on the track and keep some laps going. We're looking at 5 wide going into that turn. So many. Oh, look at Richard Blood. Richard Blood and Doug Pork getting together a little bit. Oh, it's Jeff Shanice into the wall. Jeff Shanice into the wall. In the pit lane. That's Cobb Salad, too.
Cobb Salad, Jeff Shanice. Oh, God, you don't. Oh, my God.
I don't think the cautions come out. Mr. Naga's most glorious.
Oh, God, the pit guy got hit. Oh, my God.
Lap 32. Let's write that one down and see what happens. Well, the caution ain't coming out, apparently. We're saying fuck it to the caution.
They're already in the pits. They don't need to.
I guess they're already in the pits. We don't need to bring the flag out. Well, and that's, I was just saying, that is why Smiley Van Buren.
I'm scared right now.
I don't know if we're safe. I don't know if we're safe here. Because they are still racing. Holy shit.
The guy holding the flag there just got ran the fuck over.
Well, maybe that's why we don't have a caution. Look at all that smoke. Holy shit. Skid marks at pit road. Nobody is safe, y'all. Nobody is safe. What does it take to bring out a caution goddamn flag here, y'all? And that is Jeff Shanice back on the track. A lap down. But Jeff Shanice is saying fuck it. No one told him to get off the track.
Jeff Shanice ran over a man, and he's back on the track.
I like that style. I think Jeff Shanice just got a lot more fans. And look at this. We are spreading out the pack. All of a sudden, we're seeing, look at that. Look at Jim Blossoms and Joe John Winchester. Winchester just pulled ahead, and Jim Blossoms is falling into about 6th place right now. Caution still is yet to come out. We are green flag racing. And Richard Blood is going to lead this race right now as it is really starting to open up wide. Lloyd, you okay? Lloyd's still bent over. He'll come back to us.
He'll be fine. That's some bad cheese, I tell you.
I imagine so.
It happens. I got you covered, Chip. Don't worry. I know a thing or two about four-wheeling.
That's fair as we're watching Stumpy Lane. And it's a stretched out race right now. Take a look back at the 22 car. Bowie Jessup in that pack. That pack has stretched out just a little bit.
It's kind of a little hard to follow there. I'm seeing Richard Blood in the lead there, and kind of a little bit of a fleshed out, bang out, stretch out kind of situation.
Yeah, no doubt about that. We're seeing, is that going to be Bucket Dushan? No, it's Stumpy Lane leading the lap as we are on lap 35, but Bucket Dushan doesn't have a drafting partner right now. He needs some sort of help.
Bucket Dushan, one of the promising rookies here.
He's one of the rookies, and he's got his teammate in the 00 is not behind him. But he's going to need he's going to need to get some help here for Spub and Mortports. Absolutely, Spub and Mortports is showing they can handle these tracks. The Ford's looking pretty good today. We're seeing the 41 car. Jim Blossoms is one of the Fords on there. The 47, Joe John Winchester. And, of course, the Spub and Mortports team. That's the 00 and the 55.
I believe the reason why that yellow flag did not come out is because Lee Corso is coming over and eating the remnants of the sandwich that Lightning Lloyd was eating there. He's just eating it right off there because he said it tastes good the second time.
Fair enough. I'm not gonna deny Lee Corso a nice little treat. And we are seeing that lead package dropping down to 15. There's still a couple of cars still in the race. Actually, Jeff Shanice is in that pack as well. So if there's a caution, Jeff Shanice will get to ride on the outside. Actually, I don't see Jeff Shanice in that pack. Let's go ahead and take a look where Jeff Shanice is. He is a lap down. Yeah, he is off the pace. No surprise there. He tried to keep it back on the track, but I don't think that was going to happen. Mr. Naga's most glorious driver all alone as well. He's trying to keep up with that pack. He's only about a second behind. Yeah, he's about 2 seconds off the lead. He's got to try to catch up to that pack.
Too. You got Jim Blossoms, you got Paul Walker up there, Joe John Winchester. It is Blood, Guts, and Arby's.
No doubt about that. Enjoy Arby's, the Nihilist Arby's 00, driven by Paul Walker. Usually nothing matters to him, but he's going to want to, it's going to matter if he can win this race or at least lead a lap. You know, Paul Walker in 10th place in the playoff grid as far as points goes. He is looking pretty good. He's going to do some moving up if he can hold this position. Now, again, it's all about winning the races, but you want to have a good...
Y'all do not want to go in that bathroom, by the way.
I was not even going to. You kicked Corso out of there, too. He's trying to eat the rest of your sandwich.
I mean, I was just gonna do that. I was just gonna use the corner if I needed to, or the spittoon if there's still some room after you threw up in it. I was just gonna pop a squat over the spittoon. And we are seeing right now 15 cars.
What you should have done is bought a bunch of Restart XLs and put one around your face there.
You know, we really should have. That's actually a good idea. I think maybe for next time we'll have to have them at the ready. I think they are sponsors, so we might as well make use of them. We're keeping an eye on Bucket Douchshine right now in that 55 Taco Baco Ford Pinto. He is the teammate of the 00 Nihilist Arby's car, driven by Paul Walker. That is your leader.
Ennio Sporini, number 4, currently sitting in 4th. There was near the back. He's now making a move up there, figuring all the other cars in front of him wrecked.
So any problems he may have with the car may not matter when your car is still on the racetrack. It's good enough. It's a war of attrition. And look at Agent Toby Keith, the 27 car, making a move. Oh, he's all in no man's lane. He got pushed to the bottom. And he's going to try to slide in, but he is going to lose some positions. He's going to stay in the pace. He's going to get a draft off of the 69 car. And try to get back in there, but Agent Toby Keith, the Fords are doing really well right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Fords in the top 10 of this race.
I'm sorry. While I was.
Oh, good God! Oh, good God! Stop the lane!
Oh,
no! Caution is out. Stumpy lane into it. That looked like Agent Toby Keith back there. Doug just in the horse. Harry Gunn went into the pits, and he's just gonna go right to it. And Jeff Shanique just kind of hanging. Caution is out.
Gravy.
Good gravy indeed, Harry Gunn. Well, no, Good Gravy's doing all right. Good Gravy is the 83 car. Doug Pork.
Yeah, I told you want to stay out in the front of this field. It don't do you no good to hang back. Hey, while I was having the explosive diarrhea just a few minutes ago, am I right in hearing that we had a guy hitting a pit road?
That's what I heard. We're gonna have to go back. Everybody, please write down these laps so we have them. Into lap 39, lap 40. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at what happened to Stumpy Lane. At that point, caution is out. Jim Blossoms, as we approach 20 laps to go, leads this race in a new independent ride. Jim Blossoms, Paul Walker, Joe John Winchester, and looks like they're going to go ahead and Lee Corso. They're just kind of, I guess they're taking the high line. Are they going to make a pass on Lee Corso? That doesn't seem, oh no, they're going to go to pit road. That's what's going to happen. Pit road is open. Let's keep an eye on the pace car and see if anyone's going to follow the pace car. Looks like Jeff Shanice is going to stay out there. He's a lap down. That's not going to matter. But we're watching them as they go to pit road right now. Jim Blossoms leads all the lead cars. Looks like Doug Pork is going to stay out. Oh, sorry, no, that was the 82 car. Yeah, that is Harry Gunt staying out. Keep an eye on Joe John Winchester. He's a bit at the front right now.
That's the Ham Bandit.
The Ham Bandit, indeed. We're going to keep an eye on Stumpy Lane since he's at the. Oh no, Stumpy Lane is out of it. They have taken it right to the trailer, and we're gonna go ahead and see where some of these cars are. They are heading out of this and onto the track. Stumpy Lane, his night is done. Petrol Top Off looks like looks like he might have taken the lead. No, it looks like Jim Blossoms and Paul Walker made it off of pit road, and we're gonna see when they can catch up with this pace car and see where we are. It does look like Jeff Gordon, the horse, had a good stop. We'll see where he comes around as we start to pass the line and get the new intervals. But it looks like that is Jeff Shanice, who is a lap down. That is the number 82 So Much Chicken car, driven by Harry Gunt. Cobb Salad, look at that. After getting into it a little bit, he's back on the track. He's back on the track right now. Looks like Cobb Salad might be in second place before we start this race up again with 20 laps to go.
It was even more impressive. Cobb Salad got involved in that wreck back in lap 32. Still out of the car there.
Is that the one where Jeff Shanice killed a man?
I believe that's where Jeff Shanice killed a man.
Oh shit! You're telling me Jeff Shanice killed a man with his car?
Jeff Shanice
With his
killed
car.
a man, and you can quote me on that.
Holy shit! I missed a lot while I was having the fiery poops.
Well, that's why we have allegedly killed a man with his car.
Allegedly fiery poops.
Allegedly fiery poops, correct.
That car killed that man in self-defense.
Absolutely. That was a man who was standing in the pits, just minding his own business. Maybe he had an official race employee jumpsuit on, but, you know, you can't prove that. He's liquefied now. We can't prove that.
It's meat versus salad here, number 1 and 2. Right behind the Chinese buffet of Jeff Shanice.
Who is a lap down, by the way. Is a lap down. He gets the free pass. He is at the
He's a slower moving car though, so they got to move around
that is
him now.
true. He's going to be a lap down again, and the Gunt is in front. Thank you for that one. Harry Gunt, the ham bandit himself.
We got the Jeff Shanice salad going on here. Jeff Shanice,
The Jeff Shanice chicken
Eric
salad.
all the ham and
It's the
Chopped
It's
salad
the Chinese chicken salad. Chicken in China, the Chinese chicken salad at Arby's.
with a curly fry and a turnover and some blood in your stool. Woo,
You know when
I
you
love
have
America.
you have a drumstick and your brain starts ticking, folks.
Look at that. Harry Gunt, when we go green flag racing, will be leading this race. And the pace car is going to stay out a little bit. The light is still on.
We got less than 20 laps to go. Oh my goodness. This is going to get good, folks.
It's even more impressive as Harry Gunt was number 32 going into this race. Learned the woo-ba-ba driving method of going last to first. He may go last to first.
He may actually do that, as we see the light is still on at the on the pace car. No, I think this is
it's
gonna be
off, Eric.
It's
This is
off
one
now.
to go.
This is gonna be our last lap under caution.
They're going to pull Lee Corso into the pits this time around, whether he wants to be out there or not, because I know he wants to be out front.
It's gonna be 18 laps to go. 20 cars still on the racetrack out of 32. 3 cautions. More wrecks than that, though.
It started early on with the pole sitter, Giacomo.
It did. He got into
lap 3, and then that was it. And then his day's over.
We still have 20 cars left in this race. Over a third of the field is gone now.
No doubt about that. Just to review, we had the wreck that took out Vitaly Kriptov, Giacomo, Dirk Tanaka, El Medaratos Rosanna, and Kevin Boner Pillman. 542 Norman. Camshaft incident. He had to pull it into the trailer. That kid just don't even know what a camshaft is, to be honest with you. And then we had the wreck that took out Reverend Pastor Chavez alone. He was already down a couple. He already had problems with the car, but he wrecked it alone. Then Big Dad Thibodeau causing a wreck that took out Wuba Bala, Nikolai the Soviet, Driving Bear, Ricky Walton, and Stumpy Lane was in that most recent wreck. He seems to be the only one affected by that. We're going to keep an eye on Harry Gunt.
Even more impressive, back on lap 32 is Cobb Salad and Jeff Shanice getting involved there, and Cobb Salad got the best of it. But Jeff Shanice, do not ignore the fact that Jeff Shanice killed a man. Allegedly.
Yeah, he absolutely did. And we're going to go green flag racing. Here we go. Jim Blossom's making a run for it. And they are splitting it up. 18 to go. How are they going to maneuver around Jeff Shanice? Cobb Salad getting a good run in there. And Harry Gunt goes right up the side of the track. Cobb Salad looking really good right now. Jim Blossoms gets in behind Cobb Salad.
That Cobb Salad, it's got leafy greens and it's moving to the front.
Even got some egg in there. And Jim Blossoms pulling around and gonna take the lead yet again. And Jeff Gordon the horse are gonna go with him.
Oh my goodness, he's coming to the he's coming down the home stretch. The greatest horses of all time, ranked 1 through 3. Jeff Gordon the horse first, Secretariat second, Hoof Hearted third, Gump fourth. That's all the top 4, the top 3 horses.
No doubt about that. Jim Blossom's going to lead this lap, and maybe in contention for leading the most laps of the day.
He's right up in the midst, but we've seen things happen. We've seen things turn tragic for Jim Blossoms just in recent memory.
Tragic yet hilarious.
Hilarious tragic.
Yeah, I think the fans are honestly split between whether they want to see Jim Blossoms pull out the win or get destroyed in a tragically hilarious manner.
It's like a tragic comedy.
My favorite type.
It's a black comedy.
Hey, you watch your mouth here in Stone Mountain, Georgia, my friend.
It's a dark comedy, excuse me.
Thank you.
Quite frankly, I don't think they would take comedy other. I think they would just be very, very threatened by that sort of, cultural shock.
No doubt about that. Paul Walker going to the front.
So many lead changes, I tell you.
With 15 to go.
Sometimes it's not enough just to be fast. You got to be a little bit furious as well, and Paul Walker's pushing it to the front.
It's been a long day without his teammates, my friend.
That is true. Bucket Dushine's in that pack, though. But who is missing is Smiley Van Buren. Oh, no, he's actually in that pack, too. Van Buren is also... It's been a good day for Spub and Morcourts.
He's ready to tinkle outside the Binkle and make a move to the inside.
He's getting his Hergus all set up in Burgess.
That he is. And Bucket Dusheim taking the inside track. He seems to like it.
And I tell you, oh my goodness, Joe John Winchester's pulling to the front. Can he get some help behind him?
He's been a quiet name. He's been a quiet car all day. And he's still there. Sometimes that's the trick. You just got to be quiet, not make too much noise, and just hang around. Survival. And that is honestly some veteran racing from Joe John Winchester, who is going to maybe lead a lap for the first time on lap 47.
That's right. Joe John Winchester is a young man who has won several races all last year, and he's looking for his win that'll get him into the playoffs.
First man in Diddler Cup history to go back-to-back. Did it last year with 2 races about the middle of the season.
I believe I only want to do that.
Paul Walker here to remind you, it doesn't matter whether you turn left or right, because when you do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around, we're all inevitably going to die cold and alone. Enjoy Arby's. This was an ad read that I was presenting.
Thank you very much for that. Joe John Winchester, of course, did win the Cinefist 300 and the High Speed Police Chase Grand Prix last season, but a super speedway, this is a very different animal for Joe John Winchester, because that was a short track and a road course.
But now we got a full throttle super speedway oval.
That we do, and he's going to lead the lap. Lap 48 in the books.
Man.
Lap 49 right now. It is Walker and Winchester. Jim Blossoms and Jeff Gordon the horse right behind them. Starting to see some of these cars start to fall off the pace. Smiley Van Buren couldn't keep up. 154.982 miles an hour on that last lap. They're getting faster and faster.
Picking up them speed, not having them yellow flags bring them down there.
Well, that is true, and now the main pack seems to be down to about 12 cars, all within a second of each other. As we head around, 12 laps to go. 12 laps to go. Joe John Winchester and Paul Walker trading the lead.
This is where it comes time to earn that money. It comes time to earn that bonus. And sometimes you blow all that bonus just buying bourbon. More bourbon than you possibly need. Why would you need that much bourbon at once? Well, sometimes you just want to be prepared. You want to be prepared for the next time your team fires you, or when your girlfriend leaves you, or sometimes, in my case, when you get banned from South Tucson Speedway.
And since you're mentioning bourbon, I'd like to mention one of our other sponsors, also sponsoring the Akron Accident Season Mode, hopefully coming up this fall. It's Chris Berman's Chris Bourbon. If you want the good, smooth taste of a sportscaster out on the prowl, and you don't want to feel like a swami for a day while you're tanked out outside of your good graciousness, drink Chris Berman's Chris Bourbon.
Well, you want to check it back till it's gone. I don't know what came over myself. I was just thinking about the smooth, crisp taste of Chris Berman's Chris Bourbon.
No doubt about that. It's a good drink to have. You're just kind of
Enjoy it in moderation.
sitting in your living room. Got a nice big leather comfort chair. You just look at it and go, "You're with me, leather." And you sit down, you enjoy some Chris Bourbon.
The horse is still in it, though, second and third.
We're seeing Winchester, Walker, and the horse.
Just nibbling at the carrot right in front of him, that carrot being first place.
10 laps to go.
This race can't come up blue for Jeff Gordon, the horse.
No doubt about that. And it's 11-car field at the front. And you just see, you can look at those intervals from about 12 down to 19. I got 20 if you want to include Jeff Shanice. The attrition of this track just wreaked havoc on all these cars. The ones who still can stay in the race, they just couldn't keep up with the pace.
I think it would be beneficial for Jeff Shanice to be up. Well, no. I thought he was up there at the front now. I don't. My apologies. No, I was. Man, that really went through me. Y'all, I tell you what, man. This has been a damn good race. They got a lot of wrecking. We're going fast.
Carnage and flips and everything.
We certainly are. 157 miles an hour on that last lap. Winchester.
Joe John Winchester, his father a mixed martial artist, himself an accomplished racing driver. He's doing it his own way. Holy Toledo, he is leading up at the front. Now he's got to find a way to keep them all behind.
What a story for this young man, to win at Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Considering his daddy never won a whole lot lately.
But they seem to love his daddy here.
I don't know how they feel about it. Oh my goodness, here comes Paul Walker.
Paul Walker coming up again. Again, just trading the lead. Walker's going to lead it again.
He cannot, this is the stage where you just cannot wrap it around the pole. Paul Walker's got to keep his composure.
No doubt about that. Look at them going 158 miles an hour. The speed is getting faster and faster.
And the racing is becoming even more furious.
And this is a nice thing with 11 cars in that lead pack. A lot of open track to play with.
Petro Top-Up's got the middle lane here. Maybe he wants to size up and move to the front.
Winchester putting the block on him, trying to get around it.
Here, that's the interesting thing right now. We're seeing Winchester and Walker kind of racing each other. Got to watch out for someone like Petrol Top-Up or Jeff Gordon the horse or Jim Blossoms coming up and sliding in.
Yeah, that's the thing here. You don't want to get too out of shape here, folks. We're up about, I believe that is six or seven laps to go.
Six to go.
This is the Dyslexia Cares 005, my favorite James Bond film.
Jim Blossom.
And also one of my damn favorite races.
No doubt about that.
Oh, my goodness.
Both these two individuals just trading the lead there, just trying to smack away the other two from trying to come up front there.
And that might be the opportunity for one of these other cars to get a good run in on.
And it's still not too late for a driver who's up at the back of this pack, like Ennio Sparini, Mr. Naka's most glorious driver. They can still make a move. They've just got to time it right.
Here we go. 6 to go. 6 to go. Winchester takes the lead on that lap.
Tell you what, Winchester and Walker, they're not leaving themselves vulnerable to be overtaken. They're driving this race smartly. Which is very strange considering these boys are typically dumb as hell.
Petrol's on the move!
The fans
Petrol's on the move!
Oh my goodness, Petrol top off. Joe John Winchester's gone to the outside line. Petrol top off is going to sneak in with the inside line of Richard Blood's coming along with him.
This is a predicament right now as we come around to 5 to go. Top off. Going to put the challenge on Walker, and suddenly Winchester and Walker find themselves needing to team up.
That's right, Jeff Gordon the horse. It seems like the quick cars are going to be on that outside line, but by giving that outside line up and giving the inside line up, it means, oh my goodness, I have a feeling these boys they're going to start doing some dumb shit here very, very soon.
We can only hope so. 5 to go.
We're going to see some shit explode like a Hollywood film. In that case, the shit is the other cars.
And again, that's the thing. Just by staying on the track right now, you guarantee yourself a top 11 finish. Those are valuable points.
But only one person can clinch that playoff spot. Cobb Salad, he's up in that pack. He's already good to go for everybody else. It's all about racing your way in to the Diddler Cup playoffs.
Yep, 4 to go as we see it. Paul Walker again, Petrol top off, Joe John Winchester, Richard Blood, Jeff Gordon the horse. That is your top 5 on this, arguably one of the most exciting races of the year so far this season.
We didn't even need to put a bat in anybody's car, although just imagine what would have happened if we did.
It was last man standing. This race would have been over by lap 17, I guarantee you.
And we already killed him, man. We don't need to chance that anymore.
Oh, no, of course not.
Can Top Off get enough speed on that low line? He's got the inside lane, but can he get the speed off on the straightaway to motor past Morris Mayfield? He has yet to be able to do it.
Again, allegedly murdered.
Fair enough. And we're looking at 3 to go as this is the pack. Walker, Winchester, Top Off, Blood, Jeff Gordon the horse, Jim Blossoms, Bucket Dushan, Ennio Sparini, Bowie, Jessup, Cobb Salad, and Mr. Naga's most glorious driver. That is your pack of 11. A lot of room to play with. And it is Paul Walker right now leading this race. Petrol Top Off has been providing the recent challenge so far. But this is definitely an uncharacteristically smart and I don't want to say conservative, but a very composed race of these 11 cars right now. 2 to go. Paul Walker continues to lead with Winchester. And Winchester, I don't know if they're getting a draft or if Walker just found some extra speed. They're hitting 162 right now. The faster it's getting, the better it's getting for Walker.
Do it for America, Paul Walker! I like you and Wayne the Drunk Johnson.
Oh my goodness, y'all.
Dyslexia's #1 celebrity.
Man. It's
Wayne
that
the
course,
Drunk
that course
Johnson.
is our honorable not court marshal, but the grand marshal of this race was, of course, Wayne the Drock Johnson, yeah. And Richard Blood moving back in there. I don't know what happened. White flag. 1 to go.
1 to go.
Horse making a move.
Oh Oh my goodness! The horse is making a move.
The horse is making the move. The horse has chosen Paul Walker to get behind. It's going to be tough. Going to have to take the outside line. Let's see what they end up doing. Richard Blood moved to the back. Paul Walker and Joe John Winchester. Paul Walker's got the speed on the straightaways. How can they maneuver the turns? That is going to be the determinant factor here.
If they hold like this, there's going to be nothing in between them. For all these other drivers behind them, they got to feel like, when do they need to make a move? When do they need to make a move and shoot up the inside?
They got to do it now. Winchester got a good run off that turn. Making the turn, coming around. It looks like it could be Winchester. Could be Winchester to do it. Can Paul Walker do it?
Oh my goodness, it's going to be so close.
It's going to be very close.
Oh my!
It's gonna be Joe John Winchester wins the Dyslexia Cares 005. Paul Walker in second, Petrol top off in third, Jeff Gordon the horse, Jim Blossoms. That is your top 5. Bucket Dushan, Richard Blood, Bowie Jessup, Mr. Naga's most glorious driver, and Ennio Sparini are your top 10.
7 car body by 47 thousandths of a second.
Amazing. That is not the fastest and closest interval, but it was that last turn. He got the speed in the turns.
Oh man. Oh man, that was good racing. If you don't like that kind of racing, you just need to go. You just need to go run. Just turn the television off and throw it right out of your windshield.
I tell you what, Joe John Winchester taking great advantage of Paul Walker in that horrendous Tokyo drifting he was doing.
Yeah, it looked like he had
able to get past that turn there and got himself a victory.
Yeah, and I think here at Stone Mountain they don't take too much kindly to that sort of racing out there. They just find it too foreign and weird.
No doubt about that. Well, the Winchester name here in Stone Mountain is a beloved one, thanks to the father of Joe John Winchester. And now there will be another Winchester name etched into the history books of Stone Mountain, Georgia. Joe John Winchester, your winner in this race.
Third career Diddler Cup win.
His third career Diddler Cup win, and he is qualified for the playoffs.
Damn right. He's got another chance. He came pretty close to winning the title last year. He was a serious contender, and now look at him. He's back in the fight. He's done the rare triple diddle.
The old triple diddle indeed. The third victory, career win for Joe John Winchester. There it is. Amazing, amazing. There it is right there for you. Joe John Winchester, the victor in this one. And what a race, boys. What an amazing race this was.
Damn right. That was so amazing, y'all. That was amazing.
And I think do we have,
yeah, I'm walking down there right now. Yep. Excuse me. Still in a little bit tough.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. You're good, baby.
Oh, my. All right.
Joe John Winchester, the victor of this race.
All right, folks. This is Lightning Lord Shivers, and I am talking with our race winner, Mr. Joe John Winchester. Joe John, that was an incredible fight. It seems like the fans they're really warming to you. Man, that's hey, that's ironic, man. Oh man, I tell you, my daddy ain't done diddly shit here in the last 10 years of his career. I want to say fuck him. I want to thank everybody at Just Guns. Put together a hell of a ride. Paul Walker, you're the son of a bitch. I fuck you tattooed on my forehead for a reason, because that's how I feel about everybody out here. Fuck you, fuck the fans, fuck you, daddy. I just won. I'm in the Diddler Cup Series. I'm in the playoffs now. What you done lately? What you done lately, y'all? Come at me. Come the fuck at me. I mean, oh man, Joe John Winchester, you coming at it with some fire here. I tell you what, when did you come into this race feeling like you knew you were going to win? So today we rolled up here and motherfuckers. Oh boys, I tell you what, man, we man, it's that was just we knew we had the speed. We knew we were better than all these motherfuckers out there, and now we're gonna take home the title here. It's just a matter of time. We're going to win every race we can. And that'll show everybody, especially you, old man. You ain't done nothing. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you. I hope you get your car door glued to the you get your hands glued to the inside of your car door next time. Dumb son of a bitch.
Now, Joe John, congratulations on the victory. This is Chip Chapman up here in the booth. The Winchester name is so famous here in Stone Mountain, Georgia, mostly thanks to your father and his father before him and your whole family line. They just love the Winchesters here for all they've done for the causes here in Stone Mountain.
Hold on a second.
How do you feel to be associated with that now?
You know how I feel about that? I got this hat here. I got this red hat. I think you know what it says. It's got those white letters up at the top. It's all 4 words. I think you know what they are. Hey, y'all, you like this? Yeah, you do. Yeah, this is what I think about it.
Well, Lloyd, you want to tell us what just happened there? I can only hear it right now.
He just stomped on it and he just spat on it, and the crowd don't like it too much.
No, I think we may have to get ourselves out of there first.
You might want to go. You might want to go.
That's fine. I think the tattoo's very fitting. John Winchester, obviously a man who was carving his own name, blazing his own trail, whether anybody likes it or doesn't like it, and I feel like a lot of people don't. Whew. Man, that kid's rambunctious. I respect the hell out of him.
Yeah, please get up in the booth. I think there might be a riot coming now. So let's kind of move along here. We got a lot of
fine. Here, let's just lock the door. Let's lock the door.
We got so many wrecks to go over. We are not gonna have. Yeah, just lock the door. At least buy some
That's
time.
fine. This is fine, folks. What I want to tell y'all right now is that the following segment may not be appropriate for viewers under a certain age. If you are under the age of 18, if you are under the age of 21, if you are under the age of 88, parental discretion is advised. Grandparental discretion advised, actually.
Yeah,
and safety first.
Yeah,
always safety first. Always safety first. No doubt
if you start to experience it lasting longer than 4 hours after watching this clip, please see a doctor.
Side effects may include diarrhea, nausea, and suicidal thoughts.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, about that. I'm with you on that one.
I'm failing the first two.
Ooh.
All right, I'm just kind of working through some things right now. Just kind of getting this all going. Give me just a moment.
Lap
here,
3. Just started at lap 3 and we'll
I know. There's some other things that need to get worked on right now.
We need to determine, because we know it's just allegedly now, but did Jeff Shanice kill a man?
Did Jeff Shanice kill a man? We're working through that right now.
We're not just bringing you to the hot. We're not just bringing you to the highlights.
I've got some lawyers on the phone right now. We're working on it.
We're
comment. No comment.
We're investigating. We're investigating.
That is absolutely right. Okay, I'm just working on some. I'm getting some official word right now through the wires here, just to kind of make sure we got everything we need right now. I'm just kind of working through this, but what a race! So we had a bunch of wrecks going on.
What a damn race!
What a goddamn
what hell of a
race.
goddamn auto race!
Q on that one, so that's gonna be a Q. That one is gonna be K. I think.
Do you like wrecking? Absolutely do.
I think
that's
we
why
do.
you watch the Diddler Cup race series.
Yep. M to R. Oh, that was wrong. M to R. Okay. M to R. And I think we should be good now. Let me just make sure I got that right. So Petrol Topoff finished. Did he finish second place again? No.
Now Paul Walker finished second by 47 one-thousandths of a second.
That's right. Okay. What the hell did I do wrong then? Oh, that's why. Okay, that's why I did wrong. Okay. So let's put that over there. That is going to be M. Perfect. So petrol top off finished, I believe, like, what was it, third or something like that. So yeah, third place. Absolutely right. Okay, good.
Hey, Brian.
Yes.
Hey, you got the police here? We need some mods out here.
Okay, we're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah. Sorry for that. Sorry you had to see this, folks.
Oh, the Ricks?
Just make me a mod and buy me a drink.
Oh, is there something going on in there?
Oh, no, yeah.
We got a rowdy person up there in the chat room wasn't too happy about
This
John Winchester and his stuff there. So police are on their way here. Sorry to say this, but yep, there we go.
Sorry I had to see this, folks.
No, there we go. We're good now.
All right, there we go. Situation's taken care of. Placed in custody. No big deal. I mean, you come in here, you got the freedom of speech and everything, but for God's sakes, don't use any language like that. I mean,
working on that.
We respectfully, we understand we use colorful language, but don't direct it any towards any type of racial slurs or anything like that. That's just not cool.
Nope. We're just going ahead. I'm going ahead and doing the
politics, no religion here. As much as we love God, and much as we love our country, no politics, no religion. Don't come in here and you believe what you want to believe, and you put your. I don't
come into your home and shit in the tank of your toilet, unless you piss me off. But we had some locals. We had some locals of Stone Mountain, Georgia, coming in and asking to make some. They were trying to make some rowdy, is what I think we can go ahead and say. They were making some rowdy, and we're gonna go ahead and I want to update our scroll at the bottom of this thing. So we are looking at right now. Make sure I got this all right here. There we go. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and take a look. Whoops, that is not the view I wanted to have here. Thank you for pointing that out to me. But here we go. So it's now time for our favorite part, the highlights or the wrecks. We are looking at lap number 3 coming right now. You're looking at Giacomo. There it is right there. Oh, good God! Oh, Jesus Christ! Poor Dirt, knock all this shit petrol top off! Fucking hell!
How did petrol top off come out of that? Oh, my God. Oh,
my sweet Jesus above!
Holy shit!
It's like Vitaly Kriptov and Giacomo were just driving each other to the wall there.
They really were. Now, who else? Elmandro Toto Rosanna was involved in that wreck. I want to see if was it just enough damage to really just mess with him, I think.
Jesus!
Yeah, he stayed clean on that. I don't know who. There was one other.
Absurd.
Look at this.
I feel like we need to go on board.
Oh my goodness, Vitaly Kriptov just kind of turned into him, and from there it was all sudden done.
Yeah, I think and poor Dirk Tanaka getting into it there. He was just minding his own business. I was wondering how he got involved in that, and he just got poor Dirk Tanaka. You're driving. You see, we're gonna go on board with Dirk Tanaka first. Yeah, the Pen 15. So I don't know. The Pen 15 and the 15 and the 75 may have just gotten bumped in that one. I don't know what happened. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and you are driving along with Dirk Tanaka. Jesus Christ! Oh fucking hell! Oh fucking hell!
Oh shit! Oh my goodness! I'm just seeing this.
Oh my God!
Oh my God,
I love it!
He almost ended up through the windshield. That's it. We got to put it on the intro reel.
That's like
this car coming out his goddamn.
Put it on the intro reel.
There's a goddamn car coming out his goddamn windshield.
Oh, I hate it.
You tell me this ain't the most dangerous fucking sport in the world, you sons of bitches.
If you don't like this, you can just get the fuck out right now. You can go fuck yourself.
Holy shit!
If you don't like this kind of racing, fuck you.
We want to see the cockpit cam for Vitaly Kriptov.
I think I can provide
You want to put the cockpit cam on my. Well, you know where this one's headed because I'm fully erect after watching these highlights. We ain't even all the way through it.
We are going to go on board. We're going to hope the camera holds on to it. We are on board with Vitalik Kriptov. And there it is. Boom! Oh, Jesus! Holy fuck!
Oh, my God.
Oh, hold on to your lunch, folks.
I think that's his head slamming against the steering wheel.
I think so. Holy shit. Fuck. Goddamn.
Got 3 words for you. Basilar skull fracture.
That is absurd and impressive at the same time.
Now we're just going to go ahead and fast forward just a little bit. I want to see when exactly... Oh, okay, there was a bump right there. Was that what put... Now this is interesting. Was that what... The 75 and the 15 got into each other here during the caution. Looks like Jean-Paul Henry just gave a little bumpsy there.
Whoopsie.
And I wonder if that was enough to put them onto pit road and mess with their alignment and their settings. Go ahead and keep an eye on the 75 and see what happens. Yeah, they're getting it. Oh, shit, there it is. Okay, hang on a second. Was that during the fucking caution?
Oh, yeah, man. That was as they were racing to the line to pick up the yellow flag.
Jesus Christ. Oh, big hit. Big old lick.
Yeah, that's
what
15 took a big old lick.
That is what happened there.
That turn
Holy shit.
that wall swallowed up that Pen 15.
That did. Just amazing. Engulfing it.
Damn!
And I'm being told lap 11 is where Reverend Pastor Chavez got a little closer to God. So we're going to go ahead and find out exactly when that happens. Yeah, he seemed to start on the in the pits.
And now his whole existence is flawed.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and see what exactly happened. He got back out on the racetrack at that point. Okay, I can click and drag this. That's good. That's good. I'm working this newfangled highlight machine.
Damn right. That's right, folks. This is going up on the official Diddler Cups highlights page.
There you go, right into your living room.
Coming right into your living room. It's the Diddler Cup Racing Series.
And if you don't think those are some charming giant dumplings a nail, then let me tell you, you got another fucking thing coming. I think that's the new gimmick, by the way. We're going to try to work the clip name into the fucking...
Charming giant dumplings.
A nail.
A nail. Annalay.
There the fuck your name is said.
Have you tried Annalay?
Have you tried Annalay today? That's what I'm trying to. I'm kind of confused right now.
I did with Darlene about 10 years ago. Let me tell you, UTI's hurt.
So we're looking right now at the number 33 car. This is lap number 8. I can't get lap 11 up. I don't know if this is where he hit the wall or just had a pit. But the 33 started out the race on pit road. He did not join the field right off the bat. In fact, he was already on pit road when the first wreck happened. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. There it is. Yep, there it is. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, he is on his hood there, too. What in the hell happened there? Let's get a good view of this.
Looks like a three-way bump there with drug pork and like 3 people just shifted out there and just shoved them all out of the way.
That's the 11, the 35, and the 82 all coming together behind him. Let's keep an eye on Paul Alcohol right now. Smiley Van Buren and Harry Gunn. That ain't gonna be a good view of it. There we go. Let's see if we can see what happens here and get an idea.
Oh, this
about
ought to
it.
be good.
Oh, that was what it was. There it is right there. They were rubbing each other a little bit. Looks like the 82 got into the 35, pushed into the 11, and we'll see who made. I think it was the 35 that made contact with the 33. Oh no, it was Harrigan. It was Harrigan who made contact.
The ham bandit was trying to go for all the ham, and instead he just took it away from everybody else.
Yep, we're gonna keep an eye on this right now. Look at that. Boom. And Paul and Reverend Pastor Chavez and Smiling Van Buren gives him the little tip over. There you have it right there, folks. The car was never good for Reverend Pastor Chavez, but that alone, that really took him out. Now these clips all get saved automatically, right? I don't gotta save these myself. I don't know how these work.
I mean, they'll clip them themselves, but I mean, we know where it's at there, and it's saved in the VOD. I mean,
that is true. It's in the VOD. So we're gonna go ahead and pull up the one that everyone is looking forward to.
Jeff Shanice!
Lap 31. I just pulled up Cobb Salad, who I know is driving alongside Jeff Shanice. Make sure I can find where it is. I'm watching Jeff Shanice right now. Keeping an eye on Cobb Salad and that legal bet for realmoney.gov. Ford Pinto of ATF Bureau Racing. And these guys were right in the eye of the hurricane. Yeah, that's what they are. They are racing really close together right now. We're gonna keep an eye on this right now. There it is. Oh yeah, they just kind of push each other up the course. Mr. Naga's most glorious driver, yeah, just brake checked, just trying to stay away from these two. You see the 21 and the 38, that red and blue car in the middle. Jeff Shanice. And Cobb Salad. And I don't know how Mr. Naga's most glorious driver avoided this wreck. He is right on the left side of them. Yep, there it is right there. There's the bump right there. Naga, oh, look at him. Wow, look at Mr. Naga's most glorious driver. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, there he goes, the flag man. Jeff Shanice killed a man.
Oh, Jesus, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, God. Oh my God, with the front side of the car. That's what I was pissed off out there taking a shit. Hey, why don't y'all tell me?
With the broad side of the car.
I mean, obviously, our thoughts and prayers go out to his family and all, but
yeah.
damn.
Holy shit! We're gonna watch this again. Look at Mr. Naga's most glorious driver stay on that track and somehow hold it together. That's good driving by Mr. Naga's most glorious driver. Wrecking the two and staying on the course yourself. In fact, he was the one that really turned Cobb Salad, if we look at it. He just kind of shoots out of the pit lanes. Yeah, that's what ended up happening. It was kind of a bit of a sandwich. We went from salad to sandwich course as Jeff Shanice and Mr. Naga's most glorious driver kind of came in together on Cobb Salad.
All that's missing was ice cream. Yeah.
All it's missing is ice cream. No doubt about that. You know who didn't hold together the gelatin?
Jeff Shanice allegedly killed a man.
I think there's only one way to properly pay respect, and that's for us to go on board with Jeff Shanice.
Absolutely right.
There's the bump. There he is going there. You know what? No one saw anything. That's inconclusive. Can't say he killed a man.
He could have jumped out.
And then he's still driving. Look at him. Look at that. Look at that hero. Dare I say it, Jeff Shanice, hero who may have killed a man, but hero nonetheless.
Allegedly a hero.
And I think his race was just very tormented, had a tormented past, and he struggled a lot.
Exactly. This is Cobb Salad we're on board with right now. Oh, you saw it there. Oh, Cobb Salad totally ran over the dude. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is.
Now I know that flag man. He stole a couple things from the local convenience store. I mean, he was no way.
Oh, I'm trying to get an actual like file photo of this. Oh, it's so fast. Shit, no, not what I wanted to do. Is this a frame by frame one? I'd love a frame by frame one if that's what this does. Yes.
This goes back.
We can go back. Now let's go.
To the left.
Oh, there it is. Oh, he's in the car. You can see him in the rearview mirror. They absolutely both killed him.
Oh.
In the rearview mirror.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, you know, our thoughts and prayers out to the family of that puddle that was once a human being.
To quote the great George Carlin, look, Sugar Lips, that's his rib cage sticking out of the glove compartment.
Oh hell, Jesus Christ! All right, I think we got one more raise, one more wreck to show you.
I think that was Stumpy Lane.
39.
Lap 39.
39, between 39 and 36. 39, 38. 39 and 40, excuse me. I can't count no more.
It is the Dyslexia Cares 005.
It is, so it's only, you know, I'm paying tribute is what I'm doing. It's a tribute. This is not the greatest wreck in the world. This is just a tribute. We're on with Stumpy Lane. Let's see what ended up happening there. This is lap 39. Yeah. Oh, he just went down the track. Oh, a lot of cars getting into it there. And Agent Toby Keith is like, fuck you. I'm going to keep driving. How do you like me now? A lot of cars in that one.
I tell you what, Beaumont, you should be proud of Woo Bai Bai because he has the heart of a champion and the head of a... He's got the head of a daggone...
Heart of a champion, balls of a horse.
Oh, that's right. We gotta go. We gotta check out the big Thibodeau too. And Stumpy Lane did his best to try to avoid that wall, but it just was not happening for him. Take a look at that one more time from this perspective. So we're watching right now. We're going to go ahead and keep an eye on Agent Toby Keith's car. Might give us the best view right now. I think he gets into it. He is trading paint with Doug Pork.
And Doug Pork just put a boot in his ass, and that's the American way.
Yes, he did. And look at that. Good driving by Richard Blood to avoid that wreck immediately. Jeff Gordon, the horse, somehow came out of that unscathed. And poor Morris Mayfield just getting run into. Just the power of 3 cars, just 69ing him into the wall.
Nice. Damn nice.
And Morris Mayfield, no way. And Stumpy Lane was just all over the racetrack. Looks like that was Harry Gunt avoiding that wreck. Oh, got into it by Agent Toby Keith, bumped into him. And yeah, that is showing how, and we're looking at it, that is actually Harry Gunt, Morris Mayfield, Doug Pork, Paul Alcohol, Agent Toby Keith, and then Van Buren and Henri. Actually, Alcohol was not involved in that one either.
Somebody ran into the pits there. I want to take a second look at that.
Yeah, that was the 82. We're gonna take a look at that again, and yeah, we're gonna have to make sure we watch that.
Oh goodness!
Oh
now,
no! Oh no! Here we go again! We're going on board.
That's a second flag man down there at the edge of pit lane.
Oh, and yeah, he just had. Oh, you could hear it. You didn't see it, but you could definitely hear it.
Oh,
you definitely hear that noise. We're gonna go ahead and.
Oh,
there's a red flag out. Pit road was absolutely closed. He's like, no, please, no. Boom. Oh no.
Oh, I think. Yeah, that might have just clipped him with the right rear quarter panel, but it did just enough to leave a splatter effect. Oh, that just...
Yep, that is a man. You heard the breaking of the bones. as he was hurtled up into the air and
He
came.
broke the bones.
He did
broke
break the
the
bones.
bone.
Does anybody have the lap where Woo Ba Ballet?
It was lap 19. I ain't watching that shit now.
Fair enough. Where Big Daddy Thibodeau got into the wreck. Anybody write that one down? But I gotta say about that last wreck that involved Stumpy Lane is that was I gotta say credit to the drivers who were able to avoid that wreck. That was some suave, tentative Bill Shady Lulu driving.
Very, very conservative driving, just like the folks around here will appreciate.
And man, Toby Keith is an asshole. I said it. Agent Toby Keith is an asshole. So we're gonna go ahead. We got one more. We got one more.
And I think there's just a theory here. Everybody in Stone Mountain has just been screaming about how God hates flags. So this is God's punishment for wielding those heathen claws.
Oh, I gotta give Slip credit for that one. That is amazing. That is the funniest fucking thing.
Favorite wrestler down there. I watch him every Saturday night on the television.
Yeah, he's my favorite wrestler, and I hope nothing ever happens to him.
Damn, wouldn't it be crazy though if someone had somebody bring those flagmen back from the dead.
That'd be amazing. If only we had some demon affiliations. I don't think we do, unfortunately. We're gonna have to work on that. But we can find more flagmen. We'll have to put some job descriptions out there. Might have to increase our hazard pay. The 2 flagmen died memorial race. You're on to something, is what I'm saying. Is all I'm saying. You're on to something. I'm just looking for, by the way,
we can at least name the trophy after them.
Yes, absolutely.
Never forget.
The double flagman trophy.
The double flagman. Oh my goodness. Well, we are watching. I'm keeping an eye on Big Daddy Thibodeau right now to see what in the hell happened. He is right in the eye of the hurricane right now. And I want to see. Oh, there it is. It wasn't even Big Daddy Thibodeau who got into the wreck. Who was the cause of that one? Beaumont?
No.
I hate to say it.
He was just trying to move around him.
I think your boy might have something to do with this. Oh no, it might have been Ricky Walton. I think Ricky Walton got loose.
I believe. Listen, there's a quote that can be said. I believe this. You can come to Beaumont's defense for this. Beaumont, I'll come to your defense for this. A wise man once said, "If you no longer go for a gap that exists, you are no longer a racing driver." That was said by Eleanor Roosevelt.
Are you sure she said that?
It was that damn fucking Dushan's problem.
Well, I want to see if it's actually Dushan or if it was...
Bucket Dushan left a gap, and when you no longer go for a gap that exists, you are no longer a racing driver. That's all Woo Bob Bolly was trying to do.
There it is right now. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all right now. Watch the 55 just to the right of the 103, and watch as the 55 racing hard with the 103 goes down as the 32 comes up. They make contact. Boom, just there it is right there. Racing. There
Ain't
is...
nothing hard.
I don't think there's anyone at fault. I think you're right. I think it's just good hard racing, and they're gonna collide. 32 is gonna take the 81. That's the 81, right? Yeah, that is the 81 car. That is the all the ham car.
All the ham.
And he's gonna slide back down and take out Thibodeau. So Big Daddy Thibodeau had nothing going on there. He just got into it, and there is that's how Nikolai the Soviet Driving Bear got into it, and it looks like
17 years.
Ham going into Woo Ba Ba. It was all damn Dirt Boy's fault.
All that ham. And we're gonna keep an eye. We're gonna go on. We're gonna go on board with Jean-Paul Henry, who's gonna see this all transpire in front of him. Actually, no. Is that the good gravy car we could do that with? Maybe. I want to see if anyone got into Jean-Paul Henry. Yeah, you're just seeing that up there. There's a whole cloud of smoke you're into. Yeah, he got a little bit of a lick there. There was a little lick there that he got into. I think maybe Joe John Winchester. Yeah, our Victor could be the one to watch for this one. He's got a perfect, yeah, he's, you know what, the good gravy car might be the better option. Doug Pork. We are going inside the cockpit with Doug Pork. And a rookie driver just seeing this happen in front of your eyes and trusting that there's nobody on the other side of that smoke for that split second. Amazing from Doug Pork. He must have gotten a little bit of contact, but he stayed on the racetrack, finished 16th. Hell of a diddling today, boys. Amazing race.
Good
indeed.
job.
Good God, indeed. I think we have been thoroughly diddled.
Folks, yeah, I think we're diddled and we're finished and we're spent. Now we're just needing a cigarette after this. I
think so. Well, thank you all for joining us. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for all your support of the Diddler Cup of Racing series. We got
no thank you to those people in the crowd that were trying to take over the commentary booth. That kind of conduct ain't appreciated down here. But thank you everybody else for coming by. Thank you for donating your great bits. Thank you for buying all the official sponsors of the Diddler Cup Racing Series. And thank you for clean toilets that you can just destroy with the impact of your cheeks.
Well, there you have it. We'll see you next week as we head to Okefenokee Swamp in Florida for 300 miles of failure piles. We're going to the Crocodile Mile, boys. Woo! It's going to be a sloppy-ass track as we head to the Crocodile Mile for some dirt track racing that might as well be a mud bog. We'll see you next time. For Lightning Lord Shivers, Beaumont Jenkins, my name is Chip Chapman, and it has been a goddamn auto race.